Hello my loves, welcome back to Zeke's Lunchbox. Today we are going to do some sketchbook drawing and a really chill, chatty catch-up video for this week. Videos have been very patchy on the channel and I'm not going to apologize for that. That's just life. You know, you'll be informed of where I've been, what I've been working on, and yeah, I'm hoping that this video is more for the people who watch regularly and you want to catch up with what's been happening in my world, especially with the tarot card project. And if you guys just want to chill and draw along with me, I can feel like we're hanging out and drawing together, especially during these lonely Melbourne lockdowns. That's right, everybody else who isn't in Australia, we still do heavy lockdowns. Over here. We haven't drawn in the sketchbook since this video over here. If you haven't watched that video, I will link that down in the description box below. I also have a playlist of lots of sketchbook things and I will link that down below as well if you just want to watch me draw in sketchbook world. I have no aims except to just do a couple of life drawings. I really want to get a lot better at doing female figures, practice feet, hands. Just practice. That's my goal for today. I'll show you what I've been drawing lately and then we can get to it. It's gonna be a chill one today, so strap on in. Okay, you guys, it's been a while since we've done a little chatty voiceover video. So I hope you guys enjoyed the change of pace with this format. I've just been really wanting to talk to you guys for ages, but it seemed self-indulgent just to do a sit and talk to camera sort of video, and I want to show you guys some art, obviously. This spread over here, this was my first life drawing session that I've had in years with the standing positions. The blue girl on the right side, that's done on a separate occasion, but the three red and purple girls who are standing and kneeling, those were in a life drawing session that I did a couple of weeks ago, back when we could leave our homes. I'm really trying to consciously improve on my figures, especially female figures, you know, because I do a lot of female forms and figures throughout my art, and I'm still feeling like after all these years I don't know, it's not that I haven't improved, but I'm still not feeling that comfortable with my figure drawings, and I really want to get to like a new comfortability with my figure drawings so I can you know, incorporate that into my final art a lot more. And it's just, I want to feel like I'm thriving, and I want that comfortability that I get when I do portraits ultimately. So the portrait that you guys are seeing here is just another study. Everything that we'll be doing today are just studies, just a combination of what you'll be witnessing is a combination of life drawing and then some photo references. This one over here is on my Pinterest. I will link that down in the description if you guys want to see all of the photos that I use for my sketchbook reference images. You know, with this spread, I wanted to use up the pages as much as possible. I've got a pretty expensive sketchbook. It costs, in Australia, I think it's like $70 per sketchbook, so I want to make sure that I use all the paper that I can use. It's like a heavy duty watercolor paper sketchbook that lays nice and flat, and yeah, I don't want to waste it with just like a couple of line drawings. I want to make sure that I use every single inch of this sketchbook. I also wanted to experiment with like some layering on, you know, drawing on top of other drawings, seeing what effects that would hold. Yeah, it was actually a lot more challenging than I expected. You know, it was a little distracting to see what exactly I was drawing. But once I started putting in the heavier purple colors, it was easier to get that definition and contrast and that separation from the back line drawings. So I've decided to show you guys what drawing and painting and messing around in my sketchbook. For the majority of it, I wanted to show you guys what it looks like in real time, just because I think it's a bit more realistic to show you guys that, you know, I am pretty slow in real life. I know a lot of this, it seems like a lot of it happens really quickly and you want that gratification when you're watching it. You want to see the results instantly, but I think it's also better to just dispel all of that and show you guys the realistic side of it all. Another thing that I'm trying to do in my sketchbook is just, I'm trying to draw a lot more Asian faces, a lot of people of color in general, a lot of curvier, bigger women. That part is actually really difficult because it's really hard to find massive array of photo references of bigger women. You know, the majority of the time for when you buy like packs, even just photo references online, the majority of them are pretty thin women or like mid-sized women. It's really hard to find like fat women. I prefer to buy packs of references just because the licensing is open and I can use those photos. I don't know, I want some more like fat millennial women, you know? A lot of the time they may be older women, and not that that's like bad, it's more just like I want to show what we as millennial Gen Z women look like, you know? Yeah, if you guys have any ideas of where I could find, like, buy a pack of references of that, let me know. Comment below. Oh, my nails. I can't see anybody about my nails, so we just have to deal with them. Okay, you guys, so you saw me draw this lady over here, and off camera I've just drawn a bunch of life drawings. These 3 purple ones were from in-person life drawing sessions that I do here in Melbourne. The hands and the 2 ladies here and this girl over here were from photo reference. Anything else that's new? Here's some more life drawing from in-person stuff, photo reference. Another photo reference. We saw this page. I'm all over the place with this sketchbook. Like, I do lots of different pages all over the place. So this one I also did off camera a couple of days ago. I'm really liking the lighting that I captured with this one. I also like how fleshy she feels. These 2 here are from in-person life drawing sessions. You can really tell the difference between the in-person stuff and when I'm actually just sitting at home and I've got a little bit more time. But yeah, hoping I can do a lot more in-person life drawing sessions soon. All right, those are those 2 pages over there. And what I'd like to fill out is, I don't actually want to fill out this page because here I'm getting a kind of landscape feel and I want to continue that along in this one. I like the idea that she's like a giant atomic woman on top of a mountaintop, so probably won't be using that page. We just mentioned this one earlier in the video, and here is a study that I did for the tarot card project. This is going to be one of the nights, an element in one of the night cards, and I was just trying to figure out that study here. So we've got this blank page over here. Yeah, let's just try and fill this one out and like do some figure studies. Now, I won't show you my reference photos because I think I'm going to get flagged for that, unfortunately, because they are, you know, real nudes. But I think, you know, drawn nudes don't get flagged, but I think photos will. So the reference images that I am using are from this studio house. If you go to their art station, they've got a bunch of great packs for references. I think it's well worth the money because they give you so many photo options. I don't know, if you're somebody who actually works as an artist, you know, for me it's tax deductible, so I need to get those expenses up. So those are the photos that I will be using and referencing for this session. I'm getting really bored of the stuff that I've been using on Pinterest because I just noticed the same artwork and references circulating all throughout Pinterest and Instagram, and I'm just getting bored of it. So that's why I needed to find some new reference images. Mediums that I will be using today. My Prima watercolor set, I will have all the supplies linked down below. These are 4 different sets packed into one big palette. But yeah, I will have that all linked down below. Probably use my purple pacer. So this is a pacer with a purple lead in it. Again, linked down below. I might use some gouache, we'll see. This is the Holbein, Weinstein acrylic gouache paint. I'm gonna stop yapping and let's start chilling. right, going off to our next sketch and life drawing study. I really enjoy these 3/4 angled positions because it's a good balance of getting crunched up areas of the body and then elongated areas of the body. It's been really good doing life drawing because I'm really figuring out what positions I enjoy drawing and what positions I want to try and, you know, push into my artwork. And I like a lot of combinations of when the body has like areas that are crunched and then areas that are elongated. So by that I mean I like when the stomach is crunched up and then the limbs are stretched out, or any sort of twisting of the spine in a position I quite like. For me, it just makes a bit more of an interesting position. And not just that, all of the positions when I have been going to life drawing, all the ones where they're like crunched up in a tiny little ball, they're challenging to draw, but they don't actually make for interesting artworks. And they don't necessarily make for good artworks to sell a story. So this position here, I feel like it has got a lot of like, has a real Renaissance feel to it. So it's got like a, I don't know, for some reason I was really getting like Midsummer Night's Dream, Shakespeare vibes from this one. It had a real like fairy goddess vibe to it where, you know, this woman is like braiding her hair. And these are the sort of positions that I really want to try and capture a lot more in my final artworks for projects post-tarot. Speaking of the tarot card project, if you guys are new here or this is your very first video, I'm been working on a tarot card deck. If you don't know, there are 78 cards in a tarot card deck. I have a playlist of that down below if you want to catch up and acquaint yourself with the project. There's, you know, I think 3 years of content fleshing out the tarot card project over there. I've been a little quiet on YouTube mostly because I've been working on the project, but not necessarily the artwork, just doing all the kind of boring stuff that's not that interesting to show or talk about. So, you know, all the number crunching, designing some merchandise. Not just that, I also have been saving and banking a lot of content for when the Kickstarter goes live. I've got a bunch of videos ready to go for when the Kickstarter goes live, and hopefully, you know, I'll have like a bunch of videos. I'm really hoping I can get at least like 6 videos out for you guys like during that month when the Kickstarter is happening. We are aiming for the end of September for the Kickstarter to launch. If you guys aren't familiar with Kickstarter or how Kickstarter works, Kickstarter is ultimately a fundraising platform. Although the artwork is close to being finished, we still need funds to actually manufacture the deck. The deck can only really be ordered in 500 or 1,000 units. Where we order, they don't do any less than that. So really we need to raise, I would like to raise enough money to buy 1,000 decks to get them out to you guys. So when you pledge on Kickstarter, you will also be getting your copy of, well, securing your copy of the tarot card deck. We're also working on lots of other exciting products. So, you know, it's 3 years in the making. We really want to make sure that this project lives up to all the hype, and there's just a lot of other fun pieces of merch that come along with it. So right now we're really working on like all the marketing, trying to line up some influencers, lining up some publications. Again, it's like a lot of work that's not that interesting to show you guys, and I would rather it's not interesting to show you guys the process of that because it's, you know, ultimately like emails. So what can I really visually show you with that? But apart from that, I am exhausted and I want to try and conserve some energy. The last couple of weeks have been really nice because I've allowed myself to actually relax for days on end, not be guilty for relaxing. And I think a lot of people need to try and do that, myself included. And it's really difficult to relax and not feel guilty under our capitalist system. It's something that I'm trying to work on a lot more, and that's why I said at the top of the video I don't want to apologize for not making videos. Like, I'm not a machine. I'm trying to make as much as I can and conserve my energy and keep myself sane, especially in how tumultuous the last couple of years have been for the world all over. It's exhausting. So you know, I don't want to drown you guys in my problems either. I think the world has enough of that, but I think it's pretty obvious that I just need to relax and work on myself and work on being happy and try and find joy where I can. I hope this video was relaxing for you guys to watch and to hear me rant about some artwork, the tarot card project. If you have any questions about the tarot card project, pop them down below. Any questions about the art process at all, anything that I've mentioned here that wasn't quite clarified or you want me to talk about a little bit further, comment down below. All right. Alright, you guys, we are done for this week's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. This one, a little chatty, not trying to be too impressive or, you know, trying to be too extravagant in this video. Really just giving you guys the real deal. If you enjoyed it, let me know if you like this format of video. Keep reminding me to make sketchbook videos because if I don't have you guys keeping me accountable, it's actually like, I just won't do it. So if you want more sketchbook content, comment below and let me know if you want to see another video where I'm just drawing just for the sake of it, or if you want to see a challenge next, comment below. We will get to the reveal of what we just drew, but before we head out, make sure you like and subscribe. For all my patrons who are out there and watching this, there's a new way of how to submit for the August round of feedback, so make sure you go onto Patreon and get yourself acquainted with the new system that we have over there. For all my non-patrons who are watching this and you want some art feedback, consider becoming a patron and joining the Zeke's Lunchbox Patreon page. Every month I give you guys custom advice over there, and it's just a place where the people who have become patrons have like grown exponentially. I've been really wanting to make a video about it for quite some time, just to show you guys like I'm impressed with the growth that people have just with like a couple of bits and bobs of feedback. So if you guys are stuck with your artwork, consider joining, because for the price that it is, I think it's like the cheapest and most affordable place that you can get art feedback. Consider doing that. I will have that in the link down below. All right, you guys, let's get to it and see the final sketches.